Hello guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Welcome back to the Bloodline. This is going to be episode 2. It's been about a day in real time. Now, where we had last left off, we were checking out... Can't remember the name of this area. We had just gotten done checking out Parford Lake. We are currently on the way to Elder Glen Woods. Now, I could check out Squall's End, which I do think I will do while I'm over here. I did a bit of play testing on one of my other characters, just to kind of, check around with some things. Not enough, like, I didn't do a massive amount or anything like that. But let's get back into things. This is Squall's End.
I'll have to wash these clothes once again.
I did find an area where I could get... Ooh, this guy sells guns.
Oh, great.
Don't really think I want to focus on that too heavily, but I did figure out where I could find a loot.
Look at those.
But I haven't done a whole lot with it. Of course, I didn't get that in this one. Small dormant armor rune. Oh. So, armor runes? Interesting. Rune combo 1. Wow, that looks like a lot of things. Tier 1 armor rune? Let's do, matching runes cause a rune overload and may destroy your rune. Aim for one rune of each type below. Okay. Press interact. So green, red. There we go. Rebound. Okay. Green, blue, green, rune overload. Damn. Ah, there we go. Oh. Okay. Seems like I can create different armors and such here. What armor do I have on right now? I just have on the groundskeeper's cover. So let's do this, and for the style... Oh, that seems cool. I think we'll stick with light for now. Colors. Ah, I see. Let's do sand cloth. Ooh. Oh, sand leather seems good. Let's do sand leather. Color B. Does this affect anything? Doesn't seem like it. Call this one bone breastplate. No, we'll call this the rib cage. We'll enchant this with a rune of rebound. Oh, I need 20 cotton. Well, shoot. Wish I had read that beforehand. Does he sell cotton actually? Because if he does, I might just buy some cotton. He does. And let's set this back up again. So color sky washed. Oh, I accidentally favorited it. That's what happened. And then sand leather was what I wanted to do. Actually, what does royal ivory look like? That's very pale. That's like a fresh rib cage. I want this to look kind of old or worn. Torso, common, light, armor style 16. Name this the rib cage. Enchant with my rune of rebound. Wow, that was really loud. I'm going to... Let's real quick turn down sound effects. Oh, that's kind of... That's sick. I like that. Can I make other armor pieces like that? Like... Oh, I could go full skelly. That would be so cool. And I get to, like, set all this up myself. Yeah, I'm just gonna need to buy a bunch of cotton from you. So I get 100. This part an armor smithing workbench. Is this an armor smithing workbench? Enchant. How do I supposedly reveal its... Oh, rad, damn it. I'm so shit at the runes. Do that. No. Weird. I don't get it. It's fine though. Let's see. Anything in the church? No. Seems like Squall's End doesn't have a whole lot going on with it right now. Which is okay. We can come back to here. I am going to set it to move over towards Elderglen Woods. I will be right back, everybody. Ooh, looks like we're going to be fighting some Goblin Boar Riders. That's fine. They're easy enough to take care of. Oh my god, never mind. Apparently they're not easy enough to take care of. I should really not come into things with overconfidence. Because I just got my ass handed to me. Wow. Alright. Well, I guess for now... I have to get better set up. before I decide to run headfirst into things and act like I can just beat the shit out of them like they're nothing. Skill tree first off, I should work on some melee. So for unarmed, got concussive strikes. Let's get one of the first really good ones, which is kick. Yeah, it may seem pretty like basic, but kick is really good. Ah, my druid sight wore off. Well, that's fine. It doesn't help that I'm not super high level. I haven't pumped his strength a massive amount. So I will go ahead and just leave location for now after this honestly embarrassing defeat. And I will carry on to Elder Glen. Let's grab Donkey. The Donkey mount. That'll make me a decent bit faster. And I can just move on through. Now that hollowed bellkeeper over there, that is a boss. So that is another like random event that you can find, is you can find bosses. They can be very tough. Like I said, kick is very fun. It's a very basic skill. It's exactly what you think it is. It's just a kick. But the kick is funny. And because there is such a heavy hit for like fall damage, kick can be really good against certain enemies. Now, against the slime, not so much. But our strength is high enough now that it's not that big a deal. Now we do definitely want to forage around a decent bit and mine this. Am I strong enough? Nope. But as you can see, these are something you can carry. That's also a bit too heavy for me now. But eventually, I will get the strength to lift them. The kick is very fun. The rotwood lurches. Something within the fort is feeding the twisted turtle. This event I've done quite a few times. There's special events as you go throughout the world. This event in particular I've done a few times. These are what you want to go for. These rotwood seeds. Strike. Okay. Eat these blocks of cheese, then come over here. That is another rotwood broken. Now, I believe the next one is, yep, up there. As you can see, the grappling hook is just so great. Boom. And then final one. Want to head down here, and then it's right through here. If you go around here, this is the final rotwood seed. Now, the next time you visit Elder Glen Woods, the tree will return to its usual state. I think I just hit a goblin like halfway across the map. Love that. These are dig spots. As long as you have a shovel, you can dig them up and there'll be like loot and stuff. Now, there is still a decent bit of loot to get from here. Like, this is just a log. Now, I will say, y'all should play the game for yourselves. The Bloodline is fantastic, and it is a pretty lore-rich game. I am not going to spend too long focusing on that, though. My main focus is and always will be gameplay. And this just has such amazing gameplay. Here we go. Now, down in here, there's these coffins. I think these are supposed to be like vampires. I think. Oh, no, sorry. These are just, but there are vampires in this, and you can contract vampirism. One of my characters does have vampirism. I don't really like how it works so far, but they also haven't really put an insane amount into it. Okay, well, I can't get out the door. Like I said before, the game isn't necessarily perfect. There's some things that are still pretty buggy. The game is still in active development, but it's still amazing. Ooh. Boom. Oh, come on. Now, when you die, you'll just respawn it. Honestly, I'm not too worried about going through and re-grabbing all that. It's fine. But I'm gonna press U to quick save. And we're gonna carry on. So here we got some goblin mold, which did summon a goblin. Really gotta go for them crit points. Boulder. Rock. Now we go over up here. Let's dig up this spot right here. Missing twice, that was embarrassing. So there's a bunch of things that you can do in this area in particular. A lot of the starting areas, there's just like a lot to do. Seems like they focused on really getting the main areas that you go to first fleshed out as much as possible. So instead of going straight to the steps of Esros, what we're going to do is we're going to go over to that great tree over there, and I'll show you why here in just a moment. But first, I see swine. Rock to the head for that guy. And just gonna punch that pig to death. God, that's so cool. Makes me feel like an earthbender, really, now that I'm more unarmed focused. Now, this is where you'd go if you wanted to jump straight to the steps of Esros, which is the main mission portion of things. But I'm definitely wanting to explore around a little bit. Now, I believe over here there's a spell. I think it's called like conflagrate or something like that. Let me make sure that I'm thinking of the right spell first. Oh no, cranial rupture, which is exactly what it sounds like. That one is a pyromancy spell, And even though it kind of seems like it would be something like necromancy, that is pyromancy. What it does is it does a decent chunk of damage, and then if it kills the enemy, their head pops right off. I know I said I was going to go over to that tree, but I do want to check out over here, because I can't remember. It's been a while since I've checked this area out, so I do want to kind of run through things. The last time I really checked all this out was back before all of the new updates and stuff, so it's nice to see what changes they've made, if any. Something about this place resonates with your divine blood. So, first things first, what I'm going to want to do here... Gonna want to collect a bunch of stuff. We got beetles, beetle, an azure lover, lily pad. Your skin soaks in the essence from the blessing tree. Being attacked by a bug. Dead. Just punch that real quick. As you can see, there's lots of collectibles here, but when I stepped in the water, I got the essence of the blessing tree kind of soaked into me, which means now, if I go up over here, the blessing tree recognizes you and blesses you with a gift. Look to the skies. You can see this coming down. That is a skill point. Completely for free. All I had to do was take a dip. And there are lots of things like this where it's just quick, real easy skill points that you can just pretty much grab whenever you feel like. You crit. This one is one of my favorites, but as you can see, there's a lot of them. Head crits have a much higher chance of causing dizziness, and now can even cause enemies to fall unconscious. Shove while airborne to launch yourself in the direction you are looking. Oh wait, you can get all of these. It's not either or. I am so dumb. So, blocking attacks while increasing stamina, hitting a crit spot while unarmed replenishes some of my stamina. And when I hit a crit spot, it immediately spawns another, slows down time. Head crits have a higher chance of causing dizziness and knocking unconscious. Shovel airborne to launch myself in the direction I am looking. Dodge backwards while fists are raised to perform a high black flip. Now, to dodge, you have to block and then press space. Now, it did say... Let me double check it. It says, dodge backwards while fists are raised from a high backflip, max range. Shove while airborne to launch yourself in the direction you are looking. I don't know how I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to take Monk's Cross. So take this one here. This is a charge up attack. So you can kind of hold it. And if you hold it all the way up to max charge, it does a bunch of damage. It's pretty much a one-shot for most things. Especially early game enemies, they'll just get deleted by Monk's Cross. Doesn't really matter how high your strength is. It's like 50 times damage if it's full charge. As you can see, you can change the font here. Oh, great blessing tree, what are you? You are no ordinary tree. You draw in those who are lost. You comfort those who are broken. You are more of a god to me than the so-called gods that abandon us. You are here. Where are they? As you can see, got all this. And it is going to give that little notification of something about here. Resonates with the divine blood pretty much every time that I get in the area. And since I'm kind of near the outskirts, it will just duplicate it. These are viewpoints. It'll let you zoom out. It'll give you some info on the area. I don't really need to look too much on those. Now, Oh, you know, let me look at my magic skill tree for geomancy. I haven't gained too many more points yet. I guess I'll increase the damage. And all the ones I have right now are the ones that I want, so nothing that I can really switch out yet. Next, we're gonna run on over here. Just want to really make sure that I have the full area explored. Oh, I need to get the druidism spell for that. I think it's called like Call of the Druids. I can't remember where exactly it was. But we're going to... Essentially, the Steps of Esros will be one of the last things that I do here. Just because there's so much other stuff to do that is more pertinent right now. Now, this will triple my unarmed strike damage. Now, Monk's Cross. Damn it, I missed. As you can see, it does a bunch of damage. I got Bandit Key. Where do you think that goes? That one, I don't remember, actually. But maybe there's something in Turtle Shell Lake. Oh, I'll tell you one thing, there are lots of buried treasures here. I do think maybe making some heavy armor would be a worthwhile investment. That is for future gremlin. Ah, yes. There is a secret cave down here. I hope I don't drown. What the hell? Alright, like I said, the game can be a little bit buggy sometimes. But if you can get past all of that, it is still a great game. It just occasionally has its issues. But I do know for a fact they should actually lead to... Yes. So this does lead to an actual cave down here where you can find... Of course, you can find some ores and stuff down here. But the main draw here is these higher level fishing spots. Where you can get some special fish with the purple stoneweaver. Uh-oh. Oh boy. The fishing here is very tough. It's a very tough one to do. And here we go. The fish bones, which is a sword. It's a one-handed weapon, so we unfortunately won't be using it, but it is funny. It doesn't have any special effects or anything. It's just fish bones. Does 30 damage though. It's a pretty good melee weapon. I'm gonna really need to focus up for this one. Fuck. I'm already not very great at the fishing minigame, honestly. But some of these get really hard. In the desert area, in an area called the Shifting Sands, you can fish in the actual sand. And that is a really tough area to fish in. You've really got to lock in for it. I believe as you raise your fishing level, it becomes easier and easier to fish in different areas. Boom. And we have completely fished this area out. Let's go ahead and take this level up real quick. And increase that. Leave in... Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to remember... There should be a way that you can look at pretty much all of your level up things, but I can't remember how for certain. I am going to take... Yeah, 25 times when fully charged. I'm gonna do 1,000 deaths. Oh wait, no, it's an inventory if you're going to detailed stats. Yep, and here you can look at all of the different stats and what each of them do. So fishing, increasing your fishing level will allow you to gather rarer fish and have an easier time catching fish in general. And you can see increases your jump height and consumes less stamina, increases speed and consumes less stamina. You can see what each one does in here. One of these days I will check out all of the different magic types. So far I've checked out quite a few of them. Like I have checked out Arcane. Oh, well this is... Well that was certainly a glitch, but not one that I'm mad about. Definitely gonna grab these reeds. I will say, knowing the quick save button in this game is going to be very valuable, because with it being kind of glitchy, it's really good to save pretty often. So quick saving is just going to be a part of life. I got another free helmet, which is probably no better than the one that I have on right now. It looked pretty much the same. Boom. Gray minute trout. As you can see, now that I'm level 4, these level 2 fishing areas, or the level 2 fishing ones, super easy to do. Got it like it was nothing. Now, there are some parts of this game that can be kind of tedious, like going around collecting every single thing you see. It can take up a lot of time, but it's also honestly part of the draw for me. Gotta lock in here. Fuck. I gotta focus up here. Fuck. Nah. Come on, one more try. Oh, come on. Well, at least it's something. I don't think that there's a whole lot over here, but of course I'm gonna check it anyways. There is like a little camp up here, but nothing I can really interact with. Like I said, I know I'm kind of faffing about a bit, but exploring and running around and jumping around is a very good way to level up just your base running stat, just most of your stats and in general. Kind of avoiding the steps of like rushing to the steps of Estros can be a decent thing. Yeah, I don't have the Call to the Wild spell, so sadly I can't do that yet, but I will be trying to find the Call to the Wild spell. Ah, this place. This is one of the loot areas. So the way that these work, if they don't have anything specific shown above them, you just kind of play whatever tune. And as long as you just keep playing, it'll let you in after some time. Boom. Lots of damage on that. Alright, I think it is finally time though. I can only put it off for so long after all. Oh, one more little bandit camp, and then I will be heading to the steps of Estros. Oh, I just realized I completely forgot to equip 1,000 Deaths. Ow. As you can see, it's a lot of very small hits that don't really do that much damage, so it'd be good to not do that yet. Boom. Man, yeah, I'm really gonna need some armor. Ooh. Actually, I've got some okay armor, but that is the 1,000 Deaths. It is very rapid punching. Now that these guys have been taken care of, do a quick save. Cheeky little quick save. And continue rushing on. Flyer grog. Oh, that's gross room. By the way, there are potions that can do things like grow you in size or shrink you in size for a time. All sorts. Potion crafting in this is a very well thought out mechanic. I do really like it. I just haven't really done much with it quite yet. But I think next time that I pop back to the stronghold, I'll get some stuff set up for that. Boom. Yeah, I may as well grab this tree along here. As you can see, it's got the little sparklies around it, showing that it is a mineable tree or an interactable thing. It's a collectible. Now we move over here. All right. Love when that happens. Boom. Perfect kick right there. So there are these little spots here. These are climbing spots where if you climb up to that little orb, it'll give you a little boost of climbing XP. Now, they aren't everywhere, and honestly, I've mainly only seen them here at the Steps of Esros. But I know that they will probably be implementing them more in other places. And they probably are in other places already. I just haven't seen them that much. They're not a very big thing. But that is a nice little way, if you choose to, that you can boost your climbing XP other than just climbing a bunch. Oh, excuse me. As you can see, when you finish off 1,000 deaths, it does do like a nice explosion. And even without the fully charged Monk's Cross, 15 times damage is more than enough to kill pretty much anything. Right now, at least. Now, I'm gonna go into here. Militia carvings. That is a little bit better, so I will take that. Now, grenade. Druid stew. Alright. These are the Steps of Esros. This is part of the main quest that has to do with essentially restoring your divine bloodline back to its former glory. Well, I will say, playing around with the height slider for your character does actually have an effect in this, which is very cool. So it's not just, like, of course it is still mainly for cosmetics, but it does adjust how you see things in the world. Cup of coffee. Kick him directly in the face. And we run on up. Oh shit, this is the wrong point. Run down here. Let's do this. Put my stun on him. Down right there. Amplify my arm strike damage. I do kind of wish that it lasted longer, especially for the one that just amplifies on arm strike damage, but That's alright. Ooh, and now that it's set up right, every time I hit a crit spot, it creates a new crit spot, and time slows down for just a moment, making it easier to hit the aforementioned boss. Aw, come on! Man, I am really struggling. Oh boy, I forgot to save when I... Whew, apologies everybody. I may kind of cut ahead until once I'm up the steps, since it is pretty much just me fist fighting goblins. But with my very low armor, it becomes a bit of a tough fight. Oh boy. You know what? I think... Let's come back to the Steps of Estros, which you can do. The actual, like, the main mission itself isn't too urgent. It's not like if you don't get it done right then and there, you're gonna die or anything. I'm gonna head over to Elder Glen. As here at Elder Glen, I can... Okay, well, this... That's fine. I can fix that. It's being particularly kind of glitchy today, I do have to admit. I was not having these kinds of issues this often beforehand. This is one of the places where you can get a loot. Standard loot, ash loot, mahogany loot. They are fairly pricey, but just a standard loot would be enough to get into where I need to go. Now, there's some basic quests that I can do here that will raise my reputation here in Elder Glen, and it'll also... Of course, I didn't just come here to scoop poop so I could level up, although a level up is very nice. There's a bunch of different things I can do here. Both to... I can finish part of one of my quests here that I already have, that being to get the magnifying glass. We look at what he has in stock, and we grab that magnifying lens.
Just one coin is all I ask.
I love the sound of the hammer and anvil.
So now we have the magnifying lens. We can also go over here. I'm looking for work. What do you need? Easy, I'll be back with the slimes. So now, for Gearbeard, he wants me to collect a bunch of slimes.
Another fine
So
job.
I'm going to use the workbench. I appreciate that.
Just one coin.
And now he's going to walk me through making a bunch of things. At first, it's going to be blast powder.
Looking good so far.
Using these blast stones, make a bunch of blast powder, go back to him.
This is coming along
Then it
nicely.
wants me to make an explosive grenade. Boom.
Smithing is my passion.
Over those. And now I can use the engineering table to make various different weapons and things like that.
What next?
So, don't have any copper ingots, so I
Always
can't make
push
that.
yourself to improve.
But if I go back here, I can do quite a few things.
Just a bit more.
Just to up my engineering level. Make some bombs.
Nothing.
Now that I'm engineering level 3, did it not unlock it? Oh, there we go. As you can see,
Smithing
there's
is my
even more
passion.
copper auto turret that you can deploy off actions at enemies. blunderbusses, snipers, pistols. You
Another
can make a
fine
bunch of
job.
flintlock weapons and such. Come on.
If you can spare a coin,
See if I can
I
find
will
them. We'll accept that one for later, but the Molten Crag is very far and very high level.
I will be eaten tonight, I
It's
suppose.
the work just a little My father passed away. He was an avid churchgoer, a real upholder. So much that in his youth he helped construct the Parkwood Monastery.
Spare a coin.
I have his ashes here. Can't imagine a better place to place the ashes in the monastery he helped construct. Come to the monastery.
Just one coin.
In the church, the monastery is a bit of an undead problem. I'm a brewmaster through and through. I'm not cut out for fighting. Okay.
If you have any spare coin, it would help me greatly.
Blessed blast stones. Okay, so it just gave me a bunch of fucking rocks.
Blessings.
Harford Lake Monastery Crypt. So now I need to go back out here. It's a decent bit of stuff that I have to do, but now I have to go back to Parford Lake. Sorry, I'm just taking a quick look around here. Yep. So let's go ahead and head right on back to Parford Lake. Should be easy enough to deal with. I'll just go on in. Ooh, I may have camped a little too early. Yep, I am not at Parford Lake. Some things can be a little finicky. Like objectively, I know I am literally right here at Parford Lake. But it's not counting it until I'm right here within the right area. Which is fine. Again, the game is in very early development. They have been working on it for a bit, but it's a massive game. And I believe, to my knowledge, they have a fairly small team working on this game. And they could use any support that y'all can give them. But this game is just wonderful. Oh man, now that my strength's higher, that multiplier is really showing. My stone armor is worn off, unfortunately. Silly ball. And the undead. Now, they did give me those blessed bombs to deal with them. I have my own way of dealing with the undead. My bare hands. And feet. I've already kind of gone through and done all of this because we've been here before. Boom, the ashes have been placed. Ooh, my life is... Oh my god. Y'all, I am really struggling today. My goodness. I am just getting my butt whooped. I have gotta start keeping better track of my health. No, I can just run right back on over there. Chuck some milk down. Go ahead and forge it. Oh, well, since it's so close, I'll grab this skull cap too. And that gets my foraging leveled up. Straight into the crypt. We're gonna start charging. Punch him. He's dead. Rush into here, grab this. Boom. Boom. And then charge right on along. Grab this moolah real quick. And now, we can just outright head straight back to the overworld, because you can just pretty much pop out into the overworld whenever you feel like. It's very nice. And now, we just move back over to Elder Glen. So, that airship that landed, that's a great way to get to areas that are really far away across the map. It lets you, it's pretty much quick transport. But I have found that a better way to get to areas across the map, if you have them, are portal coins. Portal coins are super duper useful. You can just warp to any, you don't even have to have been there before. You can just warp to any of the towns.
I'd be eternally grateful.
Put to rest.
I won't be eaten tonight, I suppose. Just one coin is all I ask. I should pick up that potion from the Weeping Cauldron.
Let's see, and I believe in here. Hello.
I always forget. I think I'll stop by the tavern before I go on home.
You're stressed.
Time to head to the market. It's payday.
Now I go check on the man. Straight into here. Dead people. Many dead people. Nothing up there. And he's doing very bad experiments of mixing arcane and necromancy magic. Which is, not very liked by things. People don't like that when you do that. Boom, close back and find him, I'll let him know.
I don't see how anyone can enjoy that.
Now I need to move up to where the bishop is. Can I do things again?
I won't be eaten tonight, I suppose. If you can spare a coin, I'd be eternally grateful. Blessings of the gods upon me.
There's gonna
I
be one
won't be
least
eaten
using the
tonight, I
how would we get a reverse
suppose.
engineer it?
If you can spare a coin,
Welcome to my ADHD ass. We are immediately distracted
Well,
with another
off to
quest.
the market.
But I will be heading over there to turn in that quest as well. I'm just going to walk over here first.
Another fine job.
Why must everyone
There's a
smell
gauntlet.
so awful here?
Which will cost a We don't have.
Always push yourself to improve.
Yeah, he needs Hetram or.
What next?
I can get the Hetram. I'm gonna have to upgrade my mining level, but I believe Hetram's a tier or a level 10 ore. Which I can get that. And I'd imagine it probably wants me to, like, use the doors and stuff, but doors are for nerds. I am simply too cool for that. I've seen better. Perhaps I could take the position. Sure. Oh, cool. So they just teach you it for free here. I don't even need to use the... Oh, I do have Whisper of the Druids. My goofy butt forgot about Whisper of the Druids. I don't even remember when I got it. Well... I suppose I gotta raise my ragdoll somehow. Blessings for the dead. Run over here and bless the graveyard. Oop, I'm gonna go just exactly right here and do a blessing. Now I have to return back to him. Man, knowing now that I did have Whisper, well, I'll have to definitely remember it for next time I see any of the druidic stones to use my spell on it. Yep. It wants me to use Arcane Bolt. Essentially, find a site of corruption. Oh, okay. I already know exactly which one it's talking about, too. Oh no, Elderglen Church Graveyard? Oh. The super obvious, hella corrupted things. Let's perform the rites. What if I can get multiple? I can. Boom, boom. There you go. Now I need to just pop back to the bishop. Let me shove that motherfucker out of the way. They just respond so violently, which you know is fair. If I got charged down by a man running at my speed, I would also respond like that. Oh boy. Well, fuck. I am off my game, but we ball. Let's fucking go. Climb. No. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. I'm gonna scream. Climb up. Hello, Mr. Bishop. Pray for the grave in Elderglen Woods. Okay. Bonk. Ow. That definitely didn't feel amazing. I should try and look for a potion crafting area if I can. Actually, how many portal points do I have? Do I have any portal coins? I have 4. I'm gonna toss down a portal coin. This is the portal coin. I can teleport back to my Harbinger's stronghold, which is going to be very helpful. Because now I can do several things. One, I can deliver the magnifying lens and the copper ore. Here's everything. Wonderful. A project of mine. Just as goggles and smooths out a hair on his mustache, he cracks his knuckles and gets to work. For long, the bot begins to take form. A small barrel-like object with a propeller on top. He fixes a small claw on the bottom of the bot. Switches the bot on and it takes flight. The bot twirls around, looking around the room. It hovers over a gear and carefully grabs it with its claw before delivering it to Thomas. Fantastic work. Proof of concept, if you will. Now the basic idea is down. I can experiment further on the schematics. No further use for this bot. I will gladly take it. Thank you, Thomas. Now, I go into here. Under here, item retrieval drone. Here he is. I now have him. Now, he's not a companion, but you can get companions in this. Getting them is kind of tough from what I remember, but yeah. I'm going to raise my constitution. I feel like I really need some more health. Oh, you know what? You are selling small health potions? Buy 20 of those. And then... Gauntlets. Leggings, boots. It's a pricey thing to do. And I will definitely get better stuff soon. But for now... that is a vast improvement. Different potion crafting, I'm interested. Sure. So, guild leaf and bone dust. It wants me to chop guild leaf and heat bone dust here. So we go into here. Guild leaf and bone dust. Heat. No, it wants me to chop guild leaf. I thought it said... oh, here we go. Heat bone dust. And this one, I'm just going to label as... healing potion B for basic. Grow glue. Heat this. Oh yeah. Huge. Coffee beans. Now there's gotta be one that gives, yep. Quickness for 25. Restore health by 50. Mana, stamina. Oh, okay. Restore health by... boost stamina regen for 60. Restore health by 100 points. Which is now... poison for 35 seconds. Attract undead for 60. Relaxed for 120 seconds. I'm not sure what that does. Skullcap, poison, 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 or attract undead. Wow, thanks Skullcap. Lily pad, enhanced jump, reduce fall damage, restore mana. Yep, and we'll call this one Swiftness. We'll brew that. What about this bundle of weeds? Enhanced swimming. So enhanced swimming. Restore health, this one. Increase fishing. Boost foraging XP. 15, 30, 25. Restore health by 15. Flight. Stamina, mana, health, or just outright gain flight, which is absurd. Restore stamina, poison 5 seconds, enhanced jump for 60 seconds, quickness for 30 seconds, good to know. Poison, restore health, foraging XP, or enhanced jump. Druid sight, this buff shroom. Health, regen, stamina. Sorry if some of y'all find this part boring. I know going through things, just looking them over isn't everyone's cup of tea, but there's a lot that can be done. And I just like to know my options. Alright. Got that healing potion. Thanks, Pembroke. Now, let's test the potion of Hooge. Oh, I am very big now, and it lasts for a minute and a half. I can't talk to people, I'm too big. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. I am definitely too big to do much, but it is funny. Okay, so green slime. Let's go ahead and toss out another portal coin. We are going to head back to Elder Glen. And we're going to check out Elder Glen Woods, and that'll be the last thing that I'll do for the night before calling it. As it is definitely a little late. Oh, that's way nicer. They do way less damage. I don't just get yeeted. That's the steps. That's the forest grave over there. Ah, and there's several things I can do here, one of which, take this loot. I can also collect these slimes, which is definitely going to be helpful. But one big thing that I can do here, which means I can now show off how a lot of these seem to work. If you hold right click, you'll start to perform. In this case, for these ones, you just keep it going until it opens. This is one of the Bard's tunes. Now, when you unlock a spell song, you'll go into Tech under Loot, and you can click it to activate them. So Performance and Bard's Bolt. So now that I have Bard's Bolt, if I hold right click, it'll show it up, down, left, right. And as you can see, it creates charges of, you know, a stronger Bard shot, because normally it's just kind of strumming it, and there's only certain ones where strumming the guitar or strumming the lute actually does something. So that's kind of like the first attack spell that you can use. Make sure that I collect these. Alright. Now we can purify this grave, and I will do I'll do the Steps of Esros stuff as my final thing. I didn't mean to fish. Ah, it's still too heavy. That's what I was trying to check. But this game is very good at making you feel really cool. Like, especially later on. I know things have been a little bit rocky in this episode. Probably weren't necessarily amazing in the first one. It was just the intro, but things start to snowball very fast. Especially once you unlock some of the later level things. One of my favorites for Unarmed is an ability called Ignition Kick, which is just really good. I'm gonna see if maybe I can unlock that. No, it's this one right here. It's so powerful. I'm going to, however, take Fist Projection. And I'm gonna look at the Geomancy tree. Have I unlocked anything new? Reach level 30 Geomancy, which I'm not quite to. Days. Launch into the air, taking the form of a small boulder. Oh, interesting. I'm gonna take rolling boulder form, because honestly, I think that sounds really funny right now. And everything else is kind of out of reach for me, so let's check out rolling boulder form. Oh, first, Fist Projection, I will replace, I think I'll replace that with, yeah, I'll replace that. And then my rolling boulder form, I'm going to replace my armor. I'm going to instead put my stone armor on nothing, because it's being weird and won't let me. Well, whatever. Oh my god, it's so much better than I thought it was gonna be. Oh, good grief. And this is the grave that wants me to purify. Strum of Repulsion. Interesting. Oh, you're interesting. There's an area that we missed. Fist Projection will take care of that. There's a church over here that I just somehow completely missed. Interesting. Oh, it's very empty. This is very, very empty. I don't know if that's supposed to be there or not. I guess maybe it is. Yeah, that's Whole lot of nothing. Glad I didn't spend too long there. I'm gonna do a couple things here. First, rolling boulder form to try and move me as fast as I can over here. And then we're going to do my swiftness potion that I made. Oh, this is so fast. Okay. Oh, actually, gotta be careful. I don't know if I can actually... I don't know how strict copyright is nowadays. I'm going to take this copper. Alright. Druid Sight Cap. I bet you I know what that one does. Ah, a bee. I can fist fight a bee. Okay. Now to the steps of Azeros. Do I need to use fist projection every time? No. Am I going to because it's funny? Yeah. Yeah. Now, I'm back at the steps of Esros to fight proper. Do a fist projection to really make sure. Now, to my knowledge... Oh, wait. Here's the test, will it? Nope, it's literally not gonna let me. Okay, well... I guess I just don't get stone armor anymore, which is alright, I guess. Fist projection really launch him down the cliff. Alright, now I'm back with a vengeance, motherfuckers. I am here to kill. Still too heavy to carry. Darn. acting like I can't just... Like I could literally just do that the whole time. And now... Rolling boulder form. Go right here, and I will begin to pray.
The death knell tolls. Yet it is time.
Likewise, my friend. I come bearing bad tidings, I'm afraid. A fog is beginning to cover my visions upon the future of this world. Without a firm tether between our blood, your ability to tap into my power will be greatly hindered. Warp stones have been appearing throughout Eridros. The mere existence of these stones makes it difficult to maintain our tether. That's something we're going to test right now. As you approach my steps, I put a string on our tether. I suspect there's a warp stone contained within the cave underneath these. Yeah. Warp stones are enchanted by strange magic from the Unforgiven realm. Thousands of souls are contained in the heart of the stones. To properly destroy them, you must perform a special prayer. I'll teach you this prayer now. Please bear with me. What's happened? You will give knowledge. You that knowledge destroy warp stones you come across. Boom. And now, that is me unlocking Prayer of Forgiveness. And now, with that, I am going to go ahead and call it there for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Again, I am the Gremlin. Gremlin out.